NBA player props for the 3rd of March. We have got a lot of picks today. It's going to be a long video. But first, let's recap our previous picks. Um, I didn't post yesterday. I've been busy as fuck. We had 7 picks yesterday. We went 5-2 with our picks. Also, I'm going to go through my recap from the previous day before, like the previous video that I upload. I'm going to go through my recap too. But yeah, we went 5-2 with our picks. We had no live bets, no demons. Units profit was 2.39. And once again, we start the month of minus units. It's just crazy that every single month we start off the month pretty rough. Is what it is. We are now down to plus 90.87 units, but we're pretty much sure we're gonna get at least 120 units this month. I'm very sure of that. So yeah, let's get into our recap. From the previous vid that we had Jamal Murray playing like shit. He ends the game with 29 PA. He goes 9 for 22 from the field. It's just a bad day for Jamal Murray. Jalen Johnson ends with 16 already, I think it was. Jrue Holiday was not even close. He ends up with 4 assists. Dyson Daniel hooks on 13 already. Kawhi also plays like shit. Devin Carter plays like shit, and Cat didn't even take threes. He had only like 1 3 attempts in that game, so that was pretty rough. We also had Nikola Jokic in the previous game. Or today's game, he ends up with 5 assists. Somehow only has 5 assists against the Jazz. It just makes no sense. Sensabaugh has also a bad day, I guess. He ends up with 11 PR, I think it was. Those are my picks that I had over the past 2 days. Our demons that we cashed 2 demons. Ryan Rollins 7 assists and Josh Giddey double double. But once again, Jamal Murray plays like shit, and Dylan Harper ends with 8 points. Our live bets, we hook on Cam Thomas, he ends up with 15 points. We hook on Nolan Joel, ends up with 1 3, and we also hook on JJ Jackson, to end up with 9 rebounds. So yeah, once again, we're back to hooking like crazy. But we got a lot of picks today. I don't know how many it was, I haven't counted them yet, but we got a lot of picks. In my first pick in this vid, we'll study about the overs points at 9.5. Reason why we ain't putting for the minutes this season, it's putting from at least 27 minutes. Against his favorable matchups, you can see he's averaging 10.1 points over this line in 6 out of 8 games. Favorable matchups, averaging 11.3 points over this in 7 out of 8 games. Fast-paced games, averaging 12 points. His latest team, once he had 10 points. So yeah, we take him to go over pretty simply. This Mavs team, they literally lack a lot of pay defense. Give up the most putbacks. You can see here the second most putbacks in the league, and where he goes most of his points if on putbacks and cut. He likes to cut and get putbacks. So yeah, we have him going over 9.5 points against this Mavs team that literally lack a center. Just like a center. Also going with they have Danny Gafford, but it's not that guy. We're taking PJ Washington to go over 6.5 RA against this Mavs team, against this Hornets team. Obviously the matchup is not the best. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, he's played them once. He had 12 RA against this team already, but obviously as you can see from the graph, they rank 7th, giving up the least RA to his position. PJ in tough matchups averages 9.5 RA, and then as you can see, like obviously the hit rate is much better when he has a better matchup compared to having a bad matchup. But the reason I'm taking is because Cooper Flag is out. Cooper Flag is out averaging 10 RA. So like I said, played this team once. He had 12 RA against this team. Najee Marshall was also out. And the game he had Najee Marshall was out. He had 12 RA in that game. Obviously, this game is predicted to be a blowout. So it might be a blowout, but I still think PJ cashes us within the third quarter because it's 6.5 already. He can get this in just rebounds because someone has to do rebounding for this Mavs team, and I see that being PJ because whenever Flag or Najee Marshall, when most of the centers go out, PJ steps up and does the rebounding for this team. So we have at least 6.5 RA for minus 138, I guess. I mean, it's pretty juice odds, but I feel like it's a very good pick to go over. Matchup might be tough, but with all the guys are missing for this Mavs team, I see PJ easily getting 7 RA in this matchup, even in the third quarter, even if he only plays the third quarter. So yeah, we're also fading James Harden to go under his rebounds against the Pistons. He's played them twice this year, so going under in one game. He had 7 rebounds in another game. Um, this James Harden guy, we're fading because in tough matchups in the season, it's literally gone under this line quite often. It's under this line in 11 games, averaging 4.8 rebounds, and most of his rebound with the way I can't why did I say this? His rebounding average is skewed kinda because of his high rebounding games against the Nuggets in 2 games. He had 10 and 8. And then he had a couple of 7 rebounding games here and there, but normally James Harden goes under pretty easily. We faded him against the Knicks. He ends up with 2 rebounds against the Knicks. I'm fading him again. James Harden, I think he's only played. Yeah, he's only played 3 games with the Clippers. Tough matchups. He's averaging 5.3 rebounds. Once again, is skewed by this Nuggets game. So we're fading to go under 4.5 rebounds. It's just a tough matchup for point guards in general to get rebounds against this Pistons team. They're a really good rebounding team. So we're fading to go under his rebounds. We're also taking Jalen Duran to go over 12.5 RA. It's getting bumped as I speak. Damn. Well, we're taking to go over 12.5 RA. We can take his rebounds also to go over 10.5. Available on Hard Rock. That's a really good line. But I'm taking his RA instead because he can get assists here and there. Reason why this this Cavs team give up the 18 most rebounds to his position. He's also played them twice this year, and one of those games he only played 21 minutes and he had 7 rebounds and 19 chances. When he played his minutes, he had 16 rebounds, 35 chances, 35 chances he had in that game. So yeah, it's just a numbers game. Like if someone's getting 35 chances, obviously that's OT and stuff, but you can put it for like at least 25 chances. 25 chances and 13 already, man. We're definitely taking that to go over. Jalen Duran is going to be about the paint, guarding the paint, since the Jared Allen doesn't really go out for the 3-point line. He's always around the paint, so Jalen Duran is also going to be around the paint all the time. So every single rebound that comes, he's going to get them. So we haven't gone over his rebounds and assists against his team. Because assists, he also gets a couple of assists. He averages like, I think he averages over the past 10 games, averaging 3 potential assists. So if he only gets 1, 2 assists here and there, or even 1 assist, it just helps us a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just taking his over his RA because he also can get like 4 assists. You never know, 4 or 5 assists to help us. So we're gonna take him to go over 12.5 RA. Because yeah, that's my pick in this game. Like in this Wizards game, we have no picks. It's just a blowout. This game screams blowout. This Wizards team are tanking, so we're not taking anyone in this game. In this next game, we have a lot of fades. Our first fade, we're fading Scotty Barnes to go under his rebounds. We're going to take him over this RA, but the line got bumped down to 12.5. I did not meet because I think it started off at 13.5, but it got bumped down to 12.5. So I'm fading his rebounds instead. Reason why when you put Scotty Barnes with all the starters this year, we put him with Jakob Porto, Ingram, RJ Barrett, and quickly. He's only averaging 7.1 rebounds like on the season. Like that's in every single matchup he's played. He's also averaging 3 less potential rebounds. It's 11.3 rebounds when he plays with all the starters for this Raptors team. And Scottie Barnes in tough matchups, you can see averaging 8 rebounds under in 2 games. Slow paced games, you can see only averaging 6.3 rebounds. He's played this team 3 times and he's gone under in 2 games. You can see he has 5 and 5. In this game right here, he literally scammed his way, because I remember I took him under his RA in this game. Literally scammed his way to going over his RA in this game. I'll tell you why. Scottie Barnes on one possession missed, I think it was like, I don't know, so many layups. He ended up having 4 offensive rebounds in one possession only. Scottie Barnes has 4 offensive rebounds. Because he had 5 offensive rebounds in this game. He has 4 in one possession only. He literally scammed his way to go over his rebounds here. We're fading him to go under his rebounds. He's not been playing it against this Knicks team that gave up the 90 rebounds to his position. Plus, all the guys are back for this Raptors team. So we're fading Scottie to go under 7.5 rebounds. So yeah, my pick. Um, We'll also fade in Josh Hart to go under his rebounds at 7.5 also. Also a tough matchup for him. This Raptors team up to 11 least rebounds his position. He's played this team 3 times. He's gone under in 2 games, but the game went over. OG Anunoby was out in that game. Josh Hart with OG out. As you can see, he's averaging 9.1 rebounds. With seeing an extra 4 chances. But with OG in the squad, as you can see, he's averaging 6.8 rebounds and 11.3 chances. Here we're fading to go under his rebounds for that reason. It's a tough matchup. OG's in the lineup. I think yeah, everyone's in the lineup in this game, so we're fading Josh Hart simply because slow-paced game. There's not really going to be many shots in this game because whenever this is a slow-paced game, shots are not really that much, and that means there's less rebounds to be had. So yeah, we're fading to go under because Josh Hart usually plays good in fast-paced games where you like go on a fast break, you get a rebound and go on a fast break, transition and score a basket. But in this game, there's not really that much shots, so we're fading him to go under 7.5 rebounds for that reason. I feel like I forget a pick in this game. Nah. Anyways, let's go into the next game. We have no picks for this Miami Heat squad, but we had 2 picks. Our first pick in this game, we're taking MPJ to go over his rebounds. This line is just too low for MPG. I know it's gone under in 2 straight games, but this line is just too low. Reason why MPG for matchups in the season is averaging at 7.8 rebounds on the season. He's played his team already once. He had 6 rebounds and 11 chances. In fast-paced game, MPJ averages 7.3 rebounds. I don't really see why this line is at 5.5. I know obviously it's a blowout risk. And knowing this Miami Heat squad, I don't really trust them to blow out teams. So I still see the Nets hanging in this game for quite a while. Even if MPJ plays, I feel like he can catch this line in just the second half or the first half, because this is such a good matchup for everyone in general. Like this Nets team, I mean this Heat team, they kind of suck when it comes to rebounding. So we have MPJ going over 5.5 rebounds. This line is just too low for MPJ. Also taking Nolan Traore to go over his assist at 4.5. Most of my plays kind of juice dying online based what it is. I kind of woke up late, so I gotta eat the juice. But yeah, we're taking Nolan Traore to go over his assist. Reason why I'm putting for the minutes this season, at least 24. No, I should put him for at least 26. Put him for 26 minutes because he's playing that much lately, unless it's a blowout. And let's actually move Cam Thomas from the graphic. With Cam Thomas out when he sees the minutes, he's averaging 5.5 assists over this line in 7 out of 11 games. In favorable matchups in the season, he's averaging 6.2 assists. Fast-paced games, averaging 7.4 assists over every single game. It's pretty simple, man. He's only got under in 3 games. One of those like the Cavs. And that was a tough matchup for point guards. I think it is. No, actually, no, it's not. Never mind. My bad. I read it wrong. Yeah, he went under in 1 game in a tough matchup. Otherwise, he's gone under in 3 games, where it's a bad matchup for point guards. You can see against the Spurs, they rank 6th, giving up the least assists. Thunder is the Thunder, and against the Nuggets, he had 4 assists. It's just yeah. So bad matchups he goes under, but most good matchups in fast-paced games he goes over. So you have him going over 4.5 assists. This Heat team played a very fast pace. So yeah. Onto this Thunder's game, we only have one pick, and that is Chet Holmgren to go over his RA at 11.5. Reason why Chet Holmgren over the past like 10 games have looking cooking with his rebounds, because he's averaging 13.5 RA, I think it is. Wait, am I missing something? No, I'm not. Over the past 10 games, he's averaging 13.5 RA. He's been rebounding like crazy. Like this guy been rebounding. Just because he had a 21 rebounding game against the Nuggets. Obviously that's an OT. He had 9 rebounds prior. He had 15 rebounds against the Cavs. He's been rebounding like crazy. Plus Hartenstein is out. We know with Hartenstein being out in most games, Chet Holmgren goes crazy on the season. As you can see on the season. Let's put in for the minutes. Chet Holmgren minutes. 30 minutes. It's actually not looking good. Alright, never mind. I guess I was wrong, but I'm gonna still take him to go over. I guess I didn't check my graphic that properly. That's kind of embarrassing. But I'm gonna still take him to go over. This Chicago team have sucked dick when it comes to rebounding. On the year, they give up the was it the 21 most rebounds to his position, assisting also as bad. I'm taking to go over. Sorry, man. Chet, SGA's out, Hartenstein is out, J Dubs is out. Like every single starter for this team is out pretty much. Um, Rebounding has to go to Chet Holmgren. There's no one else that can rebound in this team except Chet Holmgren. He's played this team actually 3 times, I think, last year. No, 2 times actually. No, 2 times. One game he had 16 and 0 assists. Another game he had 6 and 3 assists. It's just yeah, it's the Bulls, man. Like I don't actually see this being a blowout because I feel like the Bulls will stay in this game onto the fourth quarter. So I see Chet Holmgren playing all his minutes. So yeah, we have gone over 11.5 rebounds, man. Obviously, I didn't check my graphics once enough to see that he actually hasn't gone over 11.5 RA with Hartenstein being out. But I still trust it to go over when it comes to the Bulls. I'm gonna trust him to go over his RA for sure. Um, this Spurs game. We have no picks for this Sixers side, but we have a couple of picks for this first round. First pick, we're going with Victor Wembanyama over his threes. When Victor Wemby, when he sees the minutes on the season, let's put him for his 30 minutes at least, because he's playing 30. He's playing 30 nowadays, unless it's a blowout. He's playing 30. Wemby when he plays 30 minutes with all the starters, let's put him with Devin Vassell, Fox, and Stephon Castle. Which all the starters playing this year, Sam Wemby's over this line in 8 out of 12 games, averaging 2.3 made threes. The only way Wemby goes over in most of his games if he shoots badly. Yeah, he went 1 for 7 against the Knicks, 1 for 6, 1 for 5, and he went 0 for 3. Wemby only goes under when he shoots badly. He does not see matchup. It's fucking Wemby. He's tall as fuck. So we have Wemby going over his threes purely because the volume will be there. He's over this line. He had 12 games on the season. The Sixers he was the 24th most three-pointers to his position. So yeah, we have him going over his threes pretty simply. He also taking to go over his points, but I feel that's a bit too much for me. I'm just taking his threes instead for over 1.5 threes. Also taking Stephon Castle to go over his points. He also has a good matchup in this game when you put in with Wemby, Fox, Vassell, and yeah, just that's the guys that's starting this team when he sees the minutes. Let's put him for 32. I see him play 30 at least. When you put Stephon Castle in the minutes with all the starters in this league, he's averaging 18.6 points. Obviously, I'm back on the fact that this game goes to fourth quarter. He plays the fourth quarter because this game is a minus 7.5 spread. It's heavily favored for the Spurs, but just to have the game being close. And when it's a close game, we have Stephon Castle playing at least 30 minutes. When he plays 30 minutes on the season, he's averaging 18.6 points. Um, Against Super matchups, he's gone over this line in every single game, averaging 21.8 points. Look at this. Where he gets most of his points? Right here. They give up the 26 most points. So, yeah, we have going over 15.5 points. I see him drive into the basket consistently, getting his points. I'm also pull up from three if he wants to. I don't give a fuck. But I see Stephon Castle easily getting 15.5 points against this Sixers defense. Also taking Dylan Harper for the exact same reason. He plays the exact same as Stephon Castle, but he's even more inclined to drive to the basket. All his points come from driving to the basket. So we're taking both Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper to go over the points for the exact same reason. So yeah. Anyways, onto this Grizzlies game. We're fading Ant. Obviously, the matchup for Ant is fantastic. As you can see, where he gets most of his points. Yeah, they rank 26th in the league. But as playing at home, Ant at home is a much worse player, or not worse, but he just chooses not shoot the ball when he plays at home. As you can see, at home he averages 27.3 points, 27.7 points, taking 20.4 shots, but on the road he averages 33.1 points, taking 22.5 shots. Ant has cooked his team in both games. He's gone over in both games, 33 and 39, but both those games was on the road. At home, he's not played them yet. Once again, when Ant plays at home, he does not shoot the ball. He literally just watches the team play. Like, I don't know what it is with this guy. He doesn't like playing at home for some reason. So we're fading him to go under his points simply because on the season, Ant has not proven to want to play at home, like at all. As you can see on the season, over this line in 24 out of 51 games. Like, he's not been playing good at home. So we're fading him to go under his points for that reason. Plus, the game is a blowout. I see this being a blowout. This Grizzlies team will not hang with this Timberwolves team, in my opinion. They're gonna have to rely on what's his name, Ty Jerome, to do the scoring for them. But if you're gonna rely on Ty Jerome to keep you in games, I'm sorry, but you're getting blown out. So yeah, we have the Timberwolves easily blowing out the Grizzlies, and in the blowout we have Ant easily going over under the 30.5 points, if that makes sense. And our last pick that we have, we're going with DeAndre Ayton over his PRA at 16.5. It's available on Bet365 and hopefully Hard Rock pretty soon. 15.5, oh never mind, it's been to 16.5 PR, but 16.5 PRA available on Bet365 to go over against this what's this called? What the fuck is this team? The Pelicans. Yeah, the Pelicans. I haven't gone over 16.5 period against the Pelicans. He's played them twice. He's cooked them in both games. You can see he's had 32, and then he's played them three times, 32, 35, 38. It's pretty hard to not play good against this Pelicans team. They literally stink against centers. Every single guy in this team's a mismatch for DeAndre Ayton. See, I have him easily going over 16.5 PR, even if he plays 20 minutes, because there's games he plays 20 minutes. Also, I will have to say this: DeAndre Ayton has been getting slandered by the pundits on the like Shaq, Chuck were going into him like he sucks, he's not. I think they say Clint Capella's better than him, which makes no sense. But still, like they've been going into this guy who's either DeAndre Ayton gives in like a bitch and plays like shit today, or he steps up and shows guys like, yo, I'm that guy. And we have already Ayton being like, I'm that guy, like if you're center against the Pelicans, rebounds will usually fall in your hands. So it's kind of hard to not get rebounds against the Pelicans. It's about the point scoring that matters. And we have Aiden getting a mismatch. So if Luka can pass him the ball in the paint, he can easily get his mismatch and just score on the mismatch. Like he can go over this line with just his rebounds or just his points. So it's a pretty easy pretty easy line for me to go with. One of my favorite picks of the day, obviously, is DeAndre Ayton. There might be a risk he just not to show up. He might not just even play. He might not even play the game. He might just fucking, I don't know. It's DeAndre Ayton, man. So you haven't gone over to 16.5 PRA. I guess the team is cooked three times. Also taking Trey Murphy to go over his points simply because it's the Lakers. They literally suck against Everyone, when it comes to defending this Lakers team, they suck. They got Luka, they got Austin Reeves, they cannot guard for shit. He's played this team twice. He's cooked them in both games. You can see he's had 35 and 42 points against this team in both games. He came back from injury, still played 30 minutes. He had 10 shots from 3 and 15 shots in total. So yeah, we have Trey Murphy easily going over 20.5 points against this Lakers team that cannot defend for shit. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I have no picks in this Suns game so far. I don't really like this game. It's a blowout once again, in my opinion. It's a screaming blowout for me. This Kings team are actually trying to blow. They're actively tanking right now. So yeah, I don't know, man. That's all my picks. I'll do a recap real quick. Um, these are my picks right here. Take what you like, and yeah, I'm out.